Hey everyone, I'm Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. This video is one that I have put off making for quite a while because it's just not fun for me. Building out a brand new Gladiator, that's fun. Talking about great gear and new cool gadgets and stuff, that's a lot of fun. Making epic trip videos is a whole lot of fun. But talking about the most important piece of equipment that you need to have on your rig at all times that you hope to never use, that's not quite as fun. But I think this may be the most important video that I've ever done.
Ozark Overland Adventures is proudly supported by the More Expo, the Midwest's only indoor event for adventure travel enthusiasts. Artemis Overland Hardware. They have the passion and knowledge to ensure that your next outdoor experience is more than a camping trip, it's an adventure. And Long Creek Overland, your source for Ozark Overland Adventures merchandise and more.
In 2020, 58,950 wildfires happened in the United States. Of those, 53,563 were caused by people. Over 90% of the wildfires in 2020 could have been prevented. That's insane to me. That just blows my mind that 90% of the wildfires are caused by carelessness. And that's so tragic. I don't know if you have ever had a trip that has been impacted by a wildfire. Maybe you live in an area where wildfires happen. Maybe your home has been threatened or even consumed by a wildfire before. I don't know, but it's just tragic. This year, when we were doing our first trip out to Colorado and Moab, we were running the Rim Rocker Trail and then running the White Rim Trail. While we were on the Rim Rocker Trail, some camper abandoned his campfire, didn't put it out, and that started what was known as the Pack Creek Fire, just outside of Moab, Utah, in the LaSalle Mountains. And so it didn't impact where we were driving or anything, but as we were starting our way along the White Rim Trail, we could see where the fire was located. And as we continued on our trip each day, we could see how the fire was spreading and the smoke was blowing over into our area, and we could smell it. And it was just crazy to watch how that developed, to find out how that started, and seeing the impact that it was having on so many people. The number one thing that we can do is pay attention. Be aware of your surroundings. If you are, obviously have a campfire, pay attention to it. If you leave, put it out. One of the things that we do for our campfires is we don't use normal fire rings on the ground. We carry either a folding fire pit or a pop-up fire pit that lifts the fire up off the ground. It allows air to flow through from underneath. It makes a very hot, clean burning fire that when we're done, it actually burns out really fast. There's no hot coals left in there, and it's just a great, much safer way to have a campfire. I don't use the ground rings, the stone fire rings anymore after getting these things. If you are making a fire on the ground, make sure you've got a good stone fire ring around it to help keep the wood in. If the wood tips over, that sort of thing, make sure it keeps it contained. If you're out on the trail and in dry conditions, and maybe you have to pull over on the trail to let another vehicle by, be mindful if there's some dry grass there, because that dry grass could hit your catalytic converter, could potentially hit your exhaust and combust and start a fire that way. So be aware of your surroundings and your situations. Be mindful of your fires. Don't leave them. And if you're a smoker, don't drop your cigarette butts out the window. That should just be common sense, but I see it all the time. And just be conscientious, be aware. and don't be a doofus. Because I don't ever want to be that guy that started a forest fire because of my being careless. I don't ever want to be that guy. And I don't want you to be that person either. But if a fire does happen around the campfire, or if your rig catches on fire because of some electrical issue, you know, we add a crap ton of electrical stuff to our rigs, lights, extra batteries, fridges, you know, auxiliary inputs and stuff. That stuff's not perfect. Wiring does fray. Mice get in there and fray the wires. So the potential is always there. So make sure that you have a good quality fire extinguisher on your rig, and maybe more than one. They come in multiple varieties. They're rated for fires A, B, and C. A being flammable material such as wood and paper, dry grass. B is for liquid-based flammable, so gasoline, oil, kerosene, those sort of things. And then C is for electrical-based fires. And you want at least one fire extinguisher that's rated for all three. And that is what this fire extinguisher is. It is the Max Out fire extinguisher from H3R Performance. And as you can see, it's rated for A, B, and C. If you're going to carry one fire extinguisher on your rig, make sure it is one like this, rated for all three. Now, this is what you would consider the most common stereotypical fire extinguisher. You go to put out the fire, it puts out that white plume of what looks like smoke, but that white dry chemical substance that covers everything. It does a good job of putting out the fire, but it also leaves, a mess. And so if you're putting out a campfire or, something like that, you don't really care. But if you're putting out an engine fire or an electrical fire on your rig, that dry chemical agent actually will destroy a lot more in the process. It will eat away your paint. It will destroy electrical items in your rig. And so for a rig-based fire, that's not the best thing to have. And that's where these come in. This is the Howl Guard fire extinguisher by H3R Performance. It is rated for B and C, so liquids and electrical. And this uses a liquefied gas inside that is odorless, colorless. And so when you have to put a fire out with this, there's no chemical residue left behind. It looks completely clean. There's nothing left behind that's going to eat away at your paint or mess up any more electronics. And if it's just a small fire, you can probably put it out and keep on going. The Howl Guard is a fantastic fire extinguisher to have on your rig for rig-based fires. But, if you're only going to carry one, carry this rated for all three. Highly recommend having two for specific purposes. Now, the Max Out I keep on the side of my rig, back here in the back. This is the standard mount that they come with. It's just your standard clamping mount. It slides in there and clamps shut. But I keep this on the back of my rig because most likely if I'm at camp, this is going to be the easiest place for me to access. So if the campfire gets out of hand, I can come here, pop this off, and tend to the fire. The Howl Guard is the one that I keep inside my rig, and I have it mounted on this little molly panel by JCR Off-Road. They make a whole bunch of different options for this. A bunch of different companies make these type of mounting panels depending on your vehicle. But this is what I chose for back here to make it super handy to get to. It is mounted on an extreme duty mount that is quick release, so I can get to it super handy. H3R Performance makes a number of great mounts for the fire extinguishers. They make this one, that's like I said, the extreme duty mount. It has this piece here. It just drops in there and then secures with the pin. In the case of an emergency, all I gotta do is jump back here, pull this, grab this, and boom, I'm ready to go. But I want to keep the Howl Guard inside the rig because most likely that's when I'm going to know that I've got a fire, is as I'm driving along. So I can hop out, I can grab this real fast and tend to the fire, as opposed to maybe fumbling around under a seat or having to go farther to the back of the rig to get the fire extinguisher. This keeps it nice and close, and if there is ever an emergency, I can get to it super fast. They also make really nice billet aluminum mounts for roll bars. I actually had these back when I had my black JKU Rubicon, and I didn't install them before getting the Gladiator, but I had the aluminum billet mount, so I called my friend Ben up to see if he wanted to put one in his rig, and so we did, and he was very glad to have those. It fits super nice. They make a couple different sizes depending on your roll bar. They actually make roll bar mounts for this mount as well, in different size tube diameters. And then the other type of mount that they make is this universal under seat mount. Great spot to put a fire extinguisher is right under the seat, either under the driver's seat or under the passenger seat. This is universal. It adjusts width-wise. These pivot around and move all around, so you can get it positioned just right under the seat. And so you combine this with either their standard mount that comes with all of their fire extinguishers, or you get one of the extreme duty mounts to give you a quick release pin to access it that way. But this is a handy thing. We've got this to put on my wife's Grand Cherokee, but I wanted to be able to show it to you. The other great thing about the fire extinguishers from H3R Performance is they're very, very well made. H3R has been around the fire extinguisher industry for a long time, especially in the aviation field, so they learned a whole lot from that. But H3R's fire extinguishers, all metal construction, 6-year warranty. They can be recharged. They've got the handy little gauge on there, and you can get the cheapo fire extinguishers from Walmart just for an emergency. But if I'm out, on an overlanding trip in a remote location and my vehicle catches on fire or a campfire gets out of hand, that's not something I want to, trust with some cheapo fire extinguisher that I got at, Walmart or wherever. I want to make sure I've got something that I can trust and depend on, and that's where having a good quality fire extinguisher like this comes into play. The Howl Guards, because of their special chemicals that they use, it is a more expensive, I would say possibly premium fire extinguisher, but when you consider the benefit of putting out a fire and not doing further damage to your vehicle, I think this is worth the price. So I don't care if you get a fire extinguisher from H3R Performance. I just think they're fantastic. But get one from somewhere, and get one that you can trust, and have at least one accessible in your rig at all times. I hope this information was helpful to you. I hope that if you don't have a fire extinguisher in your vehicle, that after watching this, you are now encouraged to go buy one. So if you would, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Check out our Patreon if you want to consider supporting us in a tangible way and get access to our GPS data, discounts to merchandise, that sort of thing. Check that out. Link is in the description. And check out LongCreekOverland.com for all of our Ozark Overland Adventure merchandise. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.